is your hostess, Queen Karizma, and today I want to go ahead and talk about the legendary actor who recently passed away, Malcolm-Jamal Warner. So I'll wait until some more you guys come in here. I just want to say my condolences to him and his family, and I'm just so sorry that this even happened. And I just want to get into the different reports that I've been seeing on social media. So hopefully you guys are doing great. Let me make sure my volume is up, and let me go ahead and share a picture really quick. Give me a quick second. All right, so we'll just have that as the background. Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in. I haven't been live in a minute, you guys, so make sure you show some love. Hit the like button, and let's get right into it, okay? So, as many of you guys know, Malcolm Jamal Warner, he just recently passed away in Costa Rica. He is most famously known for playing the son of Cliff Huxtable, which is Bill Cosby. Now, we already know what happened with Bill Cosby with all the SA allegations. So, he's basically, I don't know. He's been blackballed. Some people say that because of Bill Cosby, Malcolm was blackballed in some instances. It was like long gaps in between his careers because of this. But he was in a show recently called The Resident that ended in 2023. So this is what I read from many reports. Now, these reports, I wouldn't even trusted 100% only because it's been different reports, okay? When the story first broke, they said that he was swimming on a beach in Costa Rica with his daughter, and there was like some strong current, and the current basically took him and his daughter, but his daughter was saved by some surfers on the beach, and but he wasn't. So I thought that was a little odd, but I was like, okay, at least the daughter was saved. You try to look at the positive. It's like, but you really can't. This was a childhood brother to many people growing up in the 80s, even before then. So I came after the Cosby Show. I'm a 90s baby, but my mom, my older cousins, everybody from the other generation, this is literally their little brother. All right. So it's sad. It's sad. So that was one report. And then the second report was that he was swimming with a friend. Did y'all hear that report? That he was swimming with a friend. Daughter is 8 years old. Okay, can y'all hear me? It looked like it was a little glitch on my side. So his daughter was 8 years old, and another report said that he left the daughter on the beach, and him and his buddy went swimming, and then he got caught up in the current. He ended up drowning, and his friend didn't. So let me check on something real quick, but that was another one that I saw. Okay, give me a quick second, guys. All right. My bad. Can y'all hear me? All right. All right, I'm back. All right. So, like I said, it was many reports that came out. The first report was that his daughter and him was swimming. I'm a little out of breath. I was running, okay? So let me catch my breath real quick. Let me catch my breath real quick, okay? But anyway, so him and his daughter was swimming. That's the first report. Then they came back and said, okay, his daughter wasn't in the water with him. It was just him. So she didn't drown. He did though, but yeah, it was just all these stories. So I don't know what happened, honestly. I just know that his mother came out and said that this is absolute BS. She believes it's absolute BS. Okay, so she is on Facebook. Her name is Pamela Warner. She made a post the day that he died, the day he passed away. She posted to Facebook and she said, don't believe anybody who said that she made a statement, because she didn't make a statement. This was in her Facebook post. Please go do your own research. I'm a redo another video and insert the clip, okay? But I have the screenshots and everything, so I'm gonna just insert them when I do the video again. But she said that she called somebody out for saying that she said made a statement. She hasn't made any statements yet. She says she's not going to, but when she does, she's going to expose what's being reported, because she said that it's absolute BS. Okay. So I want to give my thoughts on what she said, and I want to give my thoughts about the situation and everything like that. I know everything is not a conspiracy theory. Okay. So I don't think this is a conspiracy, but what I will say is I feel like something is going on in Hollywood. I don't know if he knew anything. He seemed like he lived an honest, clean life. He didn't seem like he was into any, destructive activities. He was very private with his life. He had a wife, he had a daughter. So my thing is this: how is there no lifeguards on the actual beach? Another report said there weren't any lifeguards. Another report said it was somebody who was a volunteer lifeguard who helped him. I'm telling you, it's like so many reports that are contradicting the other. So this is what leads me to question that something else actually happened entirely. So my thing is, how is he the only one who drowned? How is he the only one who drowned? Y'all said there were surfers. You said it was people in there swimming, right? There was somebody swimming. There was a doctor. Whoa. What a coincidence. A doctor shows up right then and there when it happens, right? I don't know. With these stories, I don't want to sound like I'm questioning authorities. But at the end of the day, when you come out and you report something that's not true, it is your ethical responsibility to come back out and say, this is not true, and remove that entire report that y'all lied on. Otherwise, people are going to start saying that something is deeper in Hollywood. Is already people saying that he knew a lot about the Bill Cosby situation. He knew a lot about things behind the scenes. I don't know. I'm not going to dig into that. I will say this is messed up that they have all this conflicting information. It's messed up that people are saying that his mom said something when she did it. It's messed up that his mom is even coming out and saying that what is being reported is absolute BS. So I don't know what she's exactly talking about, so I'm not going to put any words in her mouth. But what I will say is his mother, Pamela, seems very questionable about this entire thing. So I just want to dig more into this. I'm going to dig deeper into this. I'm going to see, if this is a normal thing for foreigners to be drowning in Costa Rica like this. Where are your lifeguards? You know that tourists and foreigners come to visit this beach, right? La Playa, what was it, like Playa Cocles or something? I know I'm butchering that name, but if y'all know that the current is like it is, If y'all know that it is that bad to where people be drowning, why wouldn't you have a lifeguard out there? Why wouldn't you have maybe, oh, it's too bad today. We're closing the beach today. Nobody could come in because it's too rough and we don't want nobody get in, sucked into the ocean. So we understand that people drown every day. We understand that. You don't have to troll in my chat. I know y'all love attention. If you don't agree, simply say you don't agree. You are really flooding my chat with your words that is pointless. If you have something meaningful to say it. Don't just say read my comment. Read my comment for what? For what? I don't know you. You're not a number one subscriber. You're not a number one supporter, right? If you have something meaningful to say, then say it. But saying people drown every day, that's dismissing this legendary actor. That's dismissing people's childhoods. That's dismissing what the Cosby Show meant to a lot of people growing up, not just black people. That's dismissing his death. That's dismissing the fact that people actually went to college because of this black family being portrayed on TV, how they were portrayed. We really have to start having more empathy when we talk about other people and their family members and other people's death and death in their families. We really got to do better, especially as black people. Not everything is a conspiracy, but not everything is dismissive. And when people are actually speaking out about it, it should be actual respectful dialogue in the chat. And you should actually respect people's platforms because not everybody could come up here, show their face, and give their opinion. So I just feel like people who be watching, they think this is just easy. People just coming up on here. They love to flood the chats. They love to say, look at me, read my comment, read my comment. This is about Malcolm-Jamal Warner, right? This is about Malcolm-Jamal Warner. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. So I'm going to go ahead and block you. Don't come back to my channel. Anybody else want to get stupid in the comments, you're going to get blocked. You're going to get blocked. This is why I don't come live no more. I'm tired of dealing with folks. I'm tired of dealing with folks. If you got your opinion, you get your ass up on here and you show your face and you throw some makeup on and you get yourself together, get your ass in the shower, get yourself together and come up here and say what you feel and give your opinions about something. But no, motherfuckers love criticizing because it's super easy to criticize. It's super easy to just talk, 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 talk. Well, baby, talk is motherfucking cheap. And I don't have to be polite to a motherfucker in my comment section that don't have no motherfucking sense. So if you don't want to have no sense, I can have no sense too. So you give me whatever energy you give me is the energy I give you. Y'all need to learn how to start respecting content creators on here and respecting that it takes blood, sweat, and tears to get 24,000 subscribers, baby, with no help, no mentor, no nothing, baby. So you're going to respect that in the chat since motherfuckers can't read the rules of the program. Okay? I came on here to talk about Malcolm-Jamal Warner. But again, this is why I don't be going live. It's too many fucking trolls. It's too many people who just love talking. They love seeing you snap. They love seeing you argue. Well, you gonna get your shot today, baby. You got your little attention today. Enjoy it. But if you don't got nothing meaningful to bring to the conversation, don't even come to my conversation. Just keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. It's that simple. So like I said, everything is not a conspiracy theory, but that doesn't mean to just dismiss things that happen. News sources giving inaccurate information. These are coming from credible, what we think is credible. ABC, NBC, these places we think is credible. They're coming out with the wrong information, allegedly. They're coming out with information that says that The daughter was in the water. The daughter wasn't in the ocean, is what another reporter said, right? Another report said something different. So my thing is, how come every time it's like, it seems like it's in a different country? Because this was in Costa Rica. Something, it's not making sense. Why is that? Why don't it make sense when you are vacationing somewhere, right? Just like with the Shanquilla Robinson thing. Why is it that these stories are so inaccurate like this? It don't make no sense. The daughter was in the ocean, then she wasn't. Then he left her on the, who was watching her? Was the wife there? Who was watching the daughter while he went into the water? Who was watching the daughter? The 8-year-old daughter. Was his wife with them on vacation? I just don't understand. Where are the lifeguards? Where are the people? I mean, where are the safety hazards, right? Where are the safety hazards? It just doesn't make sense. And the fact that they said that there was a random person who saved him, who jumped in, they saw a shadow. I don't know what that means, but they saw a shadow. Then they jumped in and they got him and saved them. And turns out that person was a doctor. That person was a doctor. It just doesn't see it. That's what I mean. It don't make sense. Please make it make sense, because it just don't make sense to me. That happens to be a doctor out of all professions, right? They also said that they gave him CPR for 14 minutes. CPR for 14 minutes. But then, and a defibrillator, that thing where they do the electrical shock to try to get their heart back pumping. They said that they did that too, but unfortunately he was already gone. So again, my condolences to Malcolm Jamal. And I just feel they need to do better reporting. When y'all go into these different countries outside the US, just know that obviously they're not as big up on safety as a lot of cities in the United States. I'm not saying the United States is all safe and stuff, because obviously that's not true, but a lot of these places that when you go on to visit these other countries, you need to know that you need to watch out for yourself, because obviously there's no lifeguards on this ocean. There's no lifeguards at this beach. The currents are dangerous. People drowning. You like, I don't know. It's just sad and heartbreaking. So I'm so sorry for his family. I just wanted to come up here and talk about that really quick and just give my, condolences to his family and everybody who grew up watching him on the big screen and things like that. Damn. He was a good actor. He seemed like a good person from what people are saying. So again, another loss, another big loss. So I just wanted to come up here. I'll be back with more live videos. Hopefully I don't go off on nobody, but I really don't have the patience. I just want to come up here and just give my 2 cents and then talk to the people who support me without having to deal with trolls. Like I'm not saving no troll. Like I don't care. Don't come in here being disrespectful, especially when I'm talking about somebody as legendary and iconic as Malcolm Jamal. So rest in peace. You guys have a great Sunday. Thank y'all for visiting the chat. Everybody who's going to watch the replay, I appreciate y'all. You said allegedly the doctor is from a volunteer group. However, there is no physical hospital there. The beach is allegedly in a remote jungle area. Oh, thank you for trying to make people think reasonably. Thank you so much. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You said, yes, don't know why things are so sketchy. Yeah, I don't know, but I feel like news reporters, y'all need to do better. ABC, NBC, anybody who reported inaccurate information, instead of trying to beat influencers on social media, instead of trying to beat bloggers, actually do your actual research, because this is why no one's looking at the news anymore. No one's reading your articles, because it's all BS. And they come straight here and get the information. So let me know what you guys think of this. I know Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan also. So those were people a part of a lot of people's childhoods too. So rest in peace to them as well. And my condolences to their family. And I'll be back on a later date, y'all. Have a good Saturday, and I'll see y'all either today, later on today, or tomorrow with more live. Peace.